Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück. Wie gut ist eigentlich dein Englisch?
Relativ gut.
Yeah? Okay. Hello and welcome back. Here's Kaya for you.
Hi.
Maybe you want to introduce yourself a little bit better than I could.
Yeah, I'm Kaya. A fashion student, and I don't know, what should I say?
She's our head of costume, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she did a wonderful job with the gala last year.
Thanks.
And today we're going to brainstorm about possible outfits for the first characters that are known to us so far by the outline we already wrote. And so this is just a friendly brainstorming session, and we'll see where we go from there. What we're going to have this year is some more focused characters. So last year we had these crazy ideas of having every character with their own color. Lily with pink, and Martin with, I don't know what it was, white, and stuff. I'm glad we cancelled that because it does look great. Have you seen any pictures regarding the gala?
No.
Okay, you're gonna see the result on Saturday. But this year, what we want is actual drama. So we actually wrote some stuff that, when you have time, maybe read through the outline. It's actually quite long. The first character I'd like to talk about is George, because it's gonna be action. We need a fightable outfit. We need something. I see black. I see maybe a little bit leather-ish. Not too much in a sex way. But maybe a leather jacket, like super agent style. She's from the government and she's my handler. So now, how do you usually do this? When I tell you a description, do you, like, in your head, do images pop up, or do you just sit down and Google action hero?
Kind of like doing a mood board.
Go for it. A specific suggestion, Sarah from the TV series Chuck, showing a bit of body but not too free and movable. Should be able to fight in whatever she is wearing. Also, very good, very inspiring for super agent. I think is Matrix. Everybody in Matrix. They usually go for that like long cloth thing where I think because everything moves then, right? Because when you
a long coat.
Yeah. I actually thought about wearing a long coat myself, but I think it's too cheesy. I think it's too supernatural, and we want to stay kind of everyday.
Your everyday kind of action, government, agent.
Well, yeah, but if you think about Sarah, she always wears something where you wouldn't suspect it. She could be in a crowd, you wouldn't suspect it. Maybe we can have a look at a few Matrix outfits also. Oh yeah, but what I don't really like about Matrix is they usually go for very dark colors, and on most screens you have the areas that are all black. You have like very deep blacks, and what I would like, that's why I also thought about the leather thing, is that you have some structure. You can recognize which body part you're dealing with, and I think that's good for fight scenes, especially if we don't film in 6K with, I don't know, 120 frames. And yeah, here we see that Neo wears this very supernatural, like he almost looks like a bad angel. Shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
More like, I think that's good. And if we can make the long coat work for anyone, it would be cool. I mean, it is classy and it's special. So that's George, leading to the showmaster. And while George is my government handler, I am a criminal, ex-criminal. They let me go because I agreed to become addicted to a drug they control. I think in the same way the suit looked like very over. We could think about very over-the-top outfits, but classy, so not ridiculous. I mean, the suit is probably a little bit ridiculous, but still classy. It's borderline. Do you have examples in mind.
Should it be like in a similar direction kind of the suit, or something totally different?
I think he doesn't always wear a suit, and especially when he's on missions. So the government calls and they're like, by the way, we have the year begins with something changing the world. A scientist discovers the first sentient AI, and he decides to lock it and separate the 7 keys throughout the world, and the whole world starts looking for those keys, because whoever controls the keys basically controls AI, controls the world. So suddenly, exiled Lucas is called back into battle by the government, and he actually thought he was kind of out of that. He thought, okay, my days as a hacker, as a criminal, and as a imprisoned criminal are over. I'm going to become an artist, so I'm going to have a whole extravagant style. I'm going to be a little weird all over the top, and now he's being called back. So he still knows what it's about to be on missions, go in there and kind of blend in. But I think he has a very colorful, multifaceted closet, but it doesn't only involve suits. Or maybe it does. Maybe that's like a thing. But for example, there's a scene where Niels and I are gonna sit at a lake. We're just gonna sit in our chairs and talk. Summer, sun. You don't wear a suit for that. What would I wear?
Would a Hawaii hemd be too much? But I think it could be kind of funny.
It could be funny, but it would need to be, like, only in this case, it would need to be something with a small, or it would only need a small something. How do I describe that? It's not enough to wear an Hawaii hemd that everybody could wear. Yeah, maybe something with like these very intense colors, or so that's a no-no, because that looks boring. Oh, maybe he only wears complete outfits. Maybe he only wears like complete suits, and for that scene he wears like this ridiculous Hawaii suit. There's this character who goes to bed in a suit. Who's that? I think he's played by oh my god, what's his name?
I'm thinking of Sheldon right now.
Probably.
He would also go to bed like in his pajama suits.
But isn't like, is it Barney, or is it just the actor I'm thinking?
Or
Barney,
from
it is. I think it is
How I Met Your
Barney.
Mother.
In one scene, he's going to bed
so.
with his suit on.
A sleep suit, though, like a specific suit for sleeping.
With like a satin.
Okay, so that could be a thing that he only ever wears, but that's gonna be expensive. That's gonna be like, and you're gonna have to change everything we order because I'm just weird. So maybe let's think about different ideas. I'm gonna list some scenes for you. The lake scene. There's gonna be some workout scenes. There's gonna be a fight scene too, and I'm thinking maybe black, but with a little bit of extra. Black and gold are a thing. Black and gold look very, very good. That was like, oh my god, it looked awesome for the gala, especially in the lighting. And I think I kind of understood what the lighting did, so I think we can even fake it in this, or use that in the scene. So when George is wearing black for fight scenes, maybe I could wear something like black and goldish, not like completely fuck up. Maybe even just an accessoire, or I don't know.
You could put it maybe like in a belt or something.
Yeah, definitely.
Or he has like a golden gun instead of a silver.
Yeah, I know that's too mafia. Okay, let's go a bit further. I think that kind of gives you the gist. So it should always be something special. Let's just say Lily. Lily always looks just beautiful. She's just always, like, even if she's wearing everyday stuff, she looks awesome. That's a statement, not a request for you. And I think we can mostly work with what's in our closet, but we should have a concept, because we want to reflect a change from her being kind of mother-ish towards Martin, but we're actually writing the song right now where they break up. You remember that they had that scene, he leaves her, he comes back to the gala, and she's like, oh, you fucking go away, I don't want to talk to you right now. She at least makes out, possibly sleeps with Philip, we don't know that. And she comes back. In the first conversation after coming back with Martin, she realizes she's not gonna continue this. And I'd like to see that change. Maybe we should think about what she was wearing before, what she's worn before. She's only ever been in like 2 scenes, right? She's only been in the interview. She's only been in the interview and at the gala. Now we could try to focus on an outfit that reflects her first self for the scene where before she breaks up with Martin. And that has a concept of what we want to change, or that has that stands in contrast to what we want to change in our personality, which is more towards freedom, and I'm going to develop myself, and I'm going to try out new things, and actually be courageous enough to start an artist's career. We could think about her hair as well. Yeah, if we do something with her hair, I think it needs to be very stylish. It can't be simple, because we had simple. It would need to be like extroverted, special, like a designer haircut. And maybe you can talk to her what she has in her closet that doesn't... I mean, we can buy her other stuff too, especially if we get the money we just applied for. Maybe let's think about characters. Which characters go from tidy and orderly adult to I'm gonna have another spring? Or maybe from a normal girl to like a beautiful queen. Who does that? There are like 20 Disney characters that I can't think of right now.
What's with the one that...
Aber sie war die ganze Zeit eigentlich schon
that has
tief
her,
verkauft,
as
weil sie
her
die ganzen
own,
Aufgaben übernehmen musste.
Yeah,
restaurant?
but that's the thing about Lily. She had to do all the stuff, and she had to manage her life and Martin's. Now she realizes that's not everything.
Yeah.
I can have a personality too. I can be an adult, lead an orderly life. She's not going to change it. Like, she's not going to freak out. I can have an orderly life, but I can still be sparkling.
Ja, Cinderella.
Let's look at Cinderella, but I only see her in a dress in my mind. It's too big a change, but what about Princess Diaries? Yeah, and she goes from like normal schoolgirl to, or even fucking desperately ugly schoolgirl. Well, let's stop that here. I think you got it, right? We're gonna have scenes where her and I try out different things, like we want to go sword fighting and paintballing and rock climbing, maybe dancing. So she needs to have at least one sporty outfit and one classy party, summery. Yeah, also, I want to show my body, but you don't need to fuck me right now outfit. Martin.
Mhm.
He's gonna go from I've always been taken care of by Lily, or at least in recent years I've been taken care of by Lily, and I'm such a talented guy, and I know people love me. He should have, I think, at least a little bit of a breakdown, maybe showing him in completely unfashionable stuff. Like he moves in with Franzi because Lily throws him out. He doesn't have anything to do there, so probably he just chills in the same sweaty t-shirt for 3 weeks straight, and then he becomes famous, boy group famous, and I see that white coat, that white fur coat, or like maybe for him a black coat would even be cool. Definitely sunglasses and special ones. He probably has some.
Yeah, the other one probably will be just like what you know, like just some kind of chiller miller outfits.
Mm-hmm.
Like sweatpants, a greasy shirt probably. Like something probably also maybe a bit gross.
Mm-hmm.
You could see that he was like not putting effort in himself, kind of.
He's second in the boy band. So there's Yuri, who's the boy band leader. Alright, we wrote that he's the leader. That's right. Because the leader of the boy band was just too bad. Yeah, let's make him the leader. I think
Martin?
he can play that, and I think he can wear it. Let's make them extroverted, or no, that's not the word. Scandalous. Okay, leaving Franzi. Franzi becomes more professional. Yeah, but you can strengthen that. You can strengthen that in her hair, in her makeup. She doesn't always need to wear a blazer, but that's like what I see right now, because it just makes her look cool. And it also gives her some authority. She becomes more of an authority within the group, because she leads the events we host throughout the year. And Martin blames her, or Martin confronts her and tells her that she's trying very hard to be friends with him, basically only because he's famous. And she's like, I don't do that because you're famous. I'm trying really hard because you're withdrawn because you're famous. So she's not trying to get more involved with him because he's famous. She's just trying to stay close to him. So her clothing should definitely not raise the question whether she's trying to be like him or whether she's trying to make him like her. So she can definitely have her own style, or like explicitly she should have her own style. She should not be very close to Martin. Yeah, what other things than a blazer could we do, especially in summer?
Polo shirt, Blusen.
Can you show some examples? What would you say is Franzi's color?
Maybe something like red, because it's very strong.
Okay, yeah.
Like red, black, white.
Maybe throughout the year, can we ever go from a more pinkish red towards a more Bordeaux? Like if we want to do several different, very matching color outfits, we should think about what can work. I'm thinking like 3 outfits. Good, I think we're going in the right direction here, so let's do one more thing, which is Helena. And I think what Musical Minds did on stage for Helena this year is one good example. It's actually going to be Helena. And she's going to be our bad girl. Our murderous psycho. But not in yellow. Maybe white. Because she always stays very, very clean.
That would fit with psycho.
Yeah, and she also doesn't, when she murders people, she doesn't get her hands dirty. She has a needle that she pushes through the temples and pulls back out. Yeah. So maybe white is a good choice to go. And I think for her, like a tight etui dress. And definitely a business look. Strong woman, or it's not her character, but the strong woman that always needed to make her way in New York in a world of men, what she wears, I think. Because she's bad and she needs to make it in a band of gangsters, band of international thieves, or she doesn't really need to make it, she just makes it, you know, because she fucking knows she's awesome. There's a lot of pressure inside her, which she would never admit, and which doesn't really show, other than that she's very uptight in her way and in her clothing, but she doesn't look anxious. And I think maybe not only white, clean colors, but the white outfit needs to be something warm, because it's winter. Okay, any questions regarding what we've said so far? Any other thoughts we want to talk about? Okay. There will be a few more characters, but we don't know who will play them yet, and they still need to be discussed. But those are the main characters that we really need to focus on. Okay, next steps. You can get next steps. You're gonna make a mood board, and we're gonna talk about that again.
Yeah.
Cool. Then talk to you soon.
Yeah.